Hi, and welcome, Leo, to your April 2023 tarot reading from Mermaid Song Tarot. Welcome. So glad that you're here, and thank you for spending some time with me. This is a general reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So you'll want to take a look at the other videos for your Moon and Rising sign to get a more clear, complete picture on how the month is going to play out for you and the energies of the month. As always, it's a general reading, so you'll want to take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Not everything is going to apply to everyone, and that's okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, and fabulousness. And I ask that the messages be clear and concise and for the highest good of everyone who sees this video. Okay. So Leo, let's see what's going to come to you. Now, as always, I'm going to do a 9-card reading. Might be more cards, but it is going to be 9 cards. The first 3 are going to be for your recent past. The next 3 will be your present. And the last 3 will be what's coming towards you. Keep in mind, they're all going to kind of blend together to give you your message for the month of April. 2 more cards, please. Ooh, flying across. Okay. All right. So we have, first thing that we have, Leo, is the 5 of Pentacles. Now, the 5 of Pentacles is a card that talks about lack. It talks about focusing on lack. We see here, we've got 2 people that they're really focused on the fact that they're outside, they're in the cold, they're starving, and they're right outside what appears to be some sort of sanctuary, maybe a church or some place where they could go inside and they could ask for help, but they're not doing that. They're so focused on, oh, woe is me, I don't have any food, and I'm cold, and wah, 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 right? So this card always is a message. What am I focused on? What am I thinking about all the time? Are my thoughts focused on what I don't have? Are my thoughts focused on, how I missed this chance, or I didn't get this, or I didn't, meet that person, or whatever it is? What am I focused on? And also, additionally, which might be hard sometimes, is it appropriate to ask for help? Because you know what? We're all in this together, and we're all here to help one another. And it's okay if you need to ask for help. 3 of Wands is your next card, Leo. I apologize. My camera does not seem to want to focus today. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. All right. Hopefully you can see that clearly enough. This 3 of Wands, corresponds to the element of fire and is about our actions, particularly actions that are in line with our passions and desires. And in the 3 of Wands, what we see is there's 2 wands behind here, see? So he's chosen his path. He's started to take action on it. He's moving forward. He's not looking back. He's not looking back going, oh, I wish I would have taken that other path. No, he's looking forward, and his ships are starting to come in. You can see that right here. So he's already started to take some action, and he's getting some results. We're not at the end yet. It's only the 3, but he is starting to see some results from his actions. So when you can get off of the negative mindset and focus on what steps you can take, you start to see some abundance coming in. All right, then we've got the Fool. Now, the Fool is a card that talks about, it's the beginning of the major arcana. It is a card of new beginnings, new exciting adventures, a leap of faith, because the Fool does not look behind him. He does not look under his feet. He steps off in faith. It is a card of the moon. So all the signs that have to do with things like the moon, like the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. But the moon also has to do with hidden things as well, and secrets in the inner world, right? So this is usually when we see the Fool, we see someone who is embarking on a new journey. Now, that might be a physical journey, but more than likely, it's an inner journey. Could be that you've started a new job, and you're thinking to yourself, well, you know, at the old job I had this, and at the old job we did it this way. And so that might be where the lack mentality comes in. Or it could be you're, you know, starting in a new health regime. You know, maybe you're starting something, you know, well, I used to be able to eat this, but now I can't. Wah, wah. So what are we focused on? And is that going to move us forward? Okay, so now let's pull 3 more cards for the present energy. Okay, you want to come out? Fine. I'll let ya. And there's number 2 and 1 more, please. Okay, great. So, your first card, Leo, is 6 of Swords. This is the moving on card. I always, every time this card comes up, I hear a song in my head. It's called Moving On. And it's basically showing that this person, you know, these are the swords. This is their mental baggage that they're taking with them. Swords is all about our thoughts and our mental processes and our communications. But they are moving forward. They're not looking backwards. They are moving forward. This card sometimes can mean travel, particularly travel overseas. So that is a possibility as well. This card is coming directly under that 5 of Pentacles. In other words, move on, get rid of this negative attitude, or quit focusing on these things that are not moving you forward. Leave that behind, right? Let it go. All right. So then we've got the Justice card. Now, justice is about its name, justice. So it can mean some legal matters, but its broader application has to do with fairness and personal responsibility, because that's what justice is. Justice is fairness. Justice is where we are taking responsibility for our own actions and the consequences of those actions. So you've got a progression here of moving forward and some fairness happening. I like that. That's nice. Now, how is this all going to be accomplished? Well, you've got the Emperor. And the Emperor is all about the discipline and the rules. Not that that's a bad thing. He's in the upright position. If he was reversed, this Emperor would indicate where overly controlling, overly critical, too many rules, too stuck in one direction, right? And unwilling to bend. But when the Emperor is balanced, then he knows that law and order is what brings order to chaos. And we need both. We need the chaos of growth and abundance, and we need the order, right? And so this says to me that in order for you to move forward, where is it? To move forward, there must be personal responsibility and there must be some order. There must be discipline. We don't always like that word discipline, because the word discipline in the past has sometimes been used to indicate punishment. But in this case, it's not about punishment. It's about becoming very measured in how you're going to move forward, right? How you're going to act. Look at this progression. We've got the 3 of Wands with the Justice card. So when we start to take action towards our desires, and then we take personal responsibility, and then we're going to see what's going to happen here. And then you've got the Fool. Now, these are kind of almost opposites, aren't they? We've got the Fool, who's pretty much happy-go-lucky. He's just kind of floating along. He is not disciplined at all, right? Woohoo! He's just out having a great time. And then we've got the Emperor. But look at the difference between them. In medieval times, the Fool, or the court jester, he worked for the Emperor, not the other way around. The Emperor knows that to build lasting... to build a lasting legacy, you've got to do the work. You can't just flit through life with no purpose and no plan on how to get there. All right, now let's have 3 cards for what's coming towards you, Leo. I like the message so far. giving us some good stuff. There's card number 2. Excellent. Oh, and card number 3. All right. And then we'll also take a look at the shadow card, see what the energy is underlying the entire reading. All right. So what's coming towards you, Leo? I love it. It is the Star. The Star is the hope card. It is the faith card. It is the you are divinely blessed. Things are going in your favor. Things are moving forward for you. And in fact, you have this directly under. You've got the 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, and the Star. Nice progression. Very hopeful here. Lots of hope going on if you can get out of your own way. Right? Then you've got the oh so lovely 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups is a card that speaks to childlike innocence. It is also a card that talks about issues from our childhood, our inner child, and it also talks about perhaps people or things from our childhood coming back to us. I think in this instance, it has to do with the mindset of a child. So in order to move forward and get yourself out of a lack mentality, a little bit of childlike innocence is going to be needed. You know, little children, they live in the now. And they're only concerned with right now. They don't worry. They certainly do not dwell on, horrible stuff. No, their mindset actually is pretty positive most of the time. And if something does happen that upsets them, it's like over, or they're easily distracted from that, right? So you've got a progression here of the 3 of Wands, your actions, and then your personal responsibility, coupled with that childlike sense of wonder. This is marvelous. Now this could, I have to say it because it's there, this could mean that someone from your past is coming back. If that is the case, there is a hopeful element to it because we've got the Star here, but there must be personal responsibility involved in there. So if this is somebody coming back, be careful that you don't fall into past patterns with this person. That's going to be key. All right, your last card for what's coming towards you, Leo, is the Queen of Pentacles. I love this card. This is a card of abundance. This is a card of self-sufficiency. It always shows a very wealthily dressed woman. She's holding a pentacle. She's usually in a beautiful garden. She's got money. She's got things. She seems happy. Often I call this card the I don't need no man card. Doesn't mean you don't want one. It just means you don't need one, right? You can take care of yourself. This is the you can take care of yourself card. Now look. So we've got the Fool. We've got the Emperor. And then we've got, turn it around. Okay. And then we've got the 9 of Pentacles. So this new exciting adventure and this sense of carefree, coupled with some discernment, brings you self-sufficiency. That's a pretty good deal. I like that. And then you've got hope and childlike wonder and self-sufficiency. All good stuff, Leo. I mean, gosh, it doesn't get any better than that. Look at that. All right, now let's take a look at the energy that's underlying the whole reading, what we call the shadow card. It's the card that's at the bottom of the deck. So your card at the bottom of the deck is 2 of Pentacles. Now, again, Pentacles is your resources. So this 2 of Pentacles shows someone who's juggling. He's juggling several things. So you're probably going to be juggling some things this month, Leo. It looks like you're going to be juggling, how to be in the now and yet plan for the future, how to be hopeful and excited about a new journey and yet apply discernment and rules and order. That's, and it gives us that sense of balance from the Justice card and that personal responsibility. So, but the cool thing about the 2 of Pentacles is that he's juggling it and he's doing it brilliantly. Look at that rainbow there. He is able to do it. So this is not outside your realm of ability, Leo. You can do this. It may feel like, you know, ooh, I got a lot going on, but you can handle it. You can handle it. Okay, we are going to pull an oracle card from the Whispers of Healing oracle deck. The artwork is by Josephine Wall. I picked it because it looked very springy. The backs of the cards are this beautiful watercolor. And let's see what card you have. Ooh, okay. The card you have is Reawaken. Let me find it first and then I can hold up the card for you. Sorry, I don't have a second camera. Eventually that will happen. All right. You have been suppressing a part of yourself. This card is granting you the opportunity to heal self-judgment or embrace any hidden aspects of your nature. The primary relationship you have with yourself was formed in infancy. Your relationship with your present self developed on that foundation and adjusted based on experience and observation of the wider world. Become aware of your inner child. Be willing to consciously communicate with the child that is within you. Listen to how your inner child feels. It is imperative to realize that others cannot meet your unfulfilled needs. Take responsibility for your happiness. Ooh. All right, I think that's it. I think that's your message. Take responsibility for your happiness. It's not up to other people, is it? Love it, Leo. This is great. April's looking good. I hope you liked the reading. If you did, please hit the like button and share it with someone who you think might really enjoy it. And I hope that you'll hit the notification button so you can be notified when the new videos come out. Thanks for spending time with Mermaid Song Tarot, and many blessings. Mwah.